I want to say you warm hello because I'm coming from cold place. It's Poland in Europe. Now there is minus 20 degree of Celsius. So the difference between this place it's about 50 degrees. So thank you for warm warm introduction to this to this place. So I feel really nice here. And my name is Jarek Bujny, and I'm representing two institutions. Academy of Fine Art in Gdańsk, where I'm finishing my PhD project. And another institution is Polytechnic of Koszalin, where I'm lecturer. And my speech is about beautiful and expression in emotional typography, handmade typography versus computer fonts. This analysis is based on the contemporary Polish graphic design and socially engaged posters. First part is about humor and wit contained in inscription. This is basic on the book made it by a student of Academy of Fine Art in Gdańsk. She made a book, Home Helper, and it was a final master degree project. It's calling Gospodyna. It's like a home helper for people which they have problems with, at the home with the ordinary some duties in home. So she made beautiful pictures built from the letters and illustrations. She destroyed some letters from computer by the printing in silk print, and put together with the letters from Handmade, and the effect is impressive in my opinion. And she put together every letter is put together with the illustration. For example, this one is calling into the pot. So this pot, it's put together with the letters like G, A's by Handmade, and the effect is so wit, so humor and fresh. What a stain when you broke the glass with the red juice on the new carpet, and she proposed how to solve this problem. And this text is made it by the Handmade, and it means what a spot, what a stain. Catastrophe in kitchen, and several other pages. And all this illustration put together with letters by Handmade and destroyed letters from computer, put together, controlled with the color, with the shape, with all this thing together, gives her really good product. And she got the contract because after the final presentation of this degree subject, the Polish publisher contacted with her and produced this book, and you can buy in Poland this book, maybe in other countries, I don't know. Another group in Poland, they started work for kids and produce a lot of books. It's Daniel Mizieliński and Alexandra. And they start the studio Hypopotam, and they make a lot of books for kids, where the emotional, some emotion with joy and humor contained in these books. And they produce several books, and all the texts in these books are made by hand. They do this by hand, not using the fonts from computer. Why? Because it's whole emotional one style. Because the illustration and the text is made in one style of emotions. Of course, it's maybe much easier to do this by computer fonts, but I think this effect is more unique in final product. Yeah, it means in water. This title, yeah, and they made several that kind of pages and books explaining to kids how the body works and all the problems like throwing, like inside the body, how the eating is divided to chemistry. And they designing hand letters to put into the computer to fonts. He made several albums about maps, and you see in this moment the beautiful illustration with the beautiful inscription, and everything is played together because they made it by Handmade. And this is the team of Mizieliński. I think it's much easier designing for kids when you use handmade typography, but what happens when you have to designing something for adults and when you have to design something in really serious team? What happened? And in this part, I want to say about warmth and help and vital energy included into the typography, in the sentence. This is a project, part of my project of PhD, and this is about communication, which should help people, patients and people which have a problem with cancer. And this is a handmade typography, and it means way to life, where the life is colorful. And I designed posters which are like a departure, like a point of start to other way of communication. In my opinion, poster is a really nice point of start to other information ways, like leaflets, like advertisements, even films. And this is just a picture, picture without the text. And this picture gives you some information about the problem. And when you put the text gives you really the final context. So on the right is the way to life. On the left, it's precisely information about the problem. It's about the chemotherapy. And the third level of the text is about how to solve this problem and where to looking for help. So the pictures give you information that the chemotherapy is a way to help your life, because the problem with all this communication around the cancer is that people really afraid this problem, yeah? And in this project, we tried to change his thinking about this, to help him how to feel better and don't afraid that kind of therapies. Another poster is about hair losing. So you have the nice face, you have the information, the way to life, which gives you information, don't worry, because it's just a point in your life. Next day will be better. And another level of information is main information about losing hair and technical information. You see how works the handmade typography with the typography from the computer, and it's very strong impact included in the handmade typography. It's a really strong, and and on the left it's a font from the computer. It was designed by Polish designer Łukasz Dziedzic, and the last information is used the typography from computer, the same, but not so big, it's more delicate. And another poster about surgery, oncological surgery, and a poster about prevention, that to push in this moment women to check him, to make a preventional research every 2 years, because a lot of people afraid to make a preventional researches because, you know, they afraid. And the last one of this series is about this planner. You can put your notice about what you want to do during your therapy. Another part is coming from Academia from Fine Art, Laboratory of Social Engage posters. It's a Hope and Reflection Hospice. It was this posters was made in Social Propaganda Studio. It's leading by Jacek Staniszewski, my chief. And this studio made a lot of posters engaged in social problems. So the students realized a lot of posters on the subject which we will give him, and they have to find good solution. But they working with really difficult teams, like hospice, because this team rush him from the comfort zone. And, you know, young people doesn't think about the problems, about the illness. They want to go into party, don't want to think about problems with health or even terminal problems, yeah? So the subject was about hospice. What is the hospice for them? And students find a lot of different solutions for this communication, and they use a lot of solution with handmade typography. Why? Because in this moment, it's more human touch in this typography. Okay, 5 minutes. So, hospice is hope. Hospice is friendship. This poster is really like in Banksy style. Looks like a nice bed, a forest bed with mushrooms, but you see this delicate sentence, hospice, it's a place without the pain. Another one, and the love. And to end, let's live, another subject for students. And I think it's a little communicate for you and for me. Let's live, don't worry. And in all these posters, students mixed good illustration with good handmade typography. Let's live. Let's live. Thank you very much.